northwest of downtown Tampa at beautiful Raymond James Stadium near Florida's Gulf Coast. Tonight, Week 15 begins with a great Thursday night matchup, as it'll be the Atlanta Falcons taking on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. On the Falcons sideline, head coach Raheem Morris. His team 5 wins over their last 7 games. Across from him on the Bucs sideline, Todd Bowles. His guys ready to show out in front of the home fans as they try to sit. Comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here.
Menu narration set to 100.
Oh, shit, my bad, Joe.
A run for the first time with Bijan Robinson. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. It's second down. Check in on the numbers last week for Robinson. Pretty good as he found himself in the end zone on 2 separate occasions.
And those are the most important numbers, because no matter what you pile up prior to the goal line, getting in is all that matters. Putting those numbers up on the board, and they love them when they're 6s.
Now 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line. Looking to throw. It's taken in by Quentin Johnston. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
It's a gain of 11. And the Falcons first down.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Short throw caught by Pitts. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. The Falcons had 6 and 7, a game under 500 on the year. They were winners the last time out, so they'll be looking here to make it 2 in a row.
And when you and I watched tape preparing for this, what we saw was a team that competed hard, and they played well in all 3 phases of the game. And I think if they can carry that over to this week, they've got a really good chance to emerge victorious yet again.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Short throw caught by Pitts. Call it a gain of 3 on the play, and it'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the Buccaneers' 42-yard line.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. They'll look to throw again. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. A big play there on the catch and run. 31 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Now a 2nd and 10.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Back to throw again. And he's got his man in stride, complete. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
That will be a fucking touchdown.
For the 2nd time in this one, we get set to see the Falcons offense. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material.
And the Falcons, 1st down.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. He'll be left side, and he's got a man. That's Johnston. And he'll take this from 147-yard line to the other. A gain of 6.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up
2nd and 4.
At the 47-yard line.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. You look at this defense for Tampa Bay. Right now in the National Football League, they're ranked number 18 against the pass.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
And this is going to lead to another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 30. After one, a 14-3 ball game. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. A big play that time on the catch and run. And it'll move the chains. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. Robinson. And he'll get it down close to the goal line, but not quite in. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal.
If you're looking for glory, looking to get your name in the headlines, you do not want to play nose tackle. But how about what we just saw there? The ability to hold people up, take on extra.
And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Quentin Johnston, his 3rd touchdown now.
Way to redeem yourself, bro. I don't know how you dropped that touchdown pass, bro.
Out is their quarterback with this offense to take over once more. He had the short
That
touchdown
defense
pass
is.
on their previous drive, and they'll begin again here on 1st and 10. set to start it out. Robinson. And he'll get this to the 32.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on third down. And you know what offenses want? Win first down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on first down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes.
That was on me.
Finding his way home for the sack.
I don't know what Lions and Christian football.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
Intended for Kyle Pitts. Incomplete. That is.
Out comes this field general once more, leading his offense back onto the field. Been a decent start for him here in this first half, but bottom line, his team's losing. They got to fix something.
And it starts with him. He has to keep that little quarterback strut going right now to make sure that his team sees him as confident. Continue to try and up his game, but just let him know, hey, if I'm around, if I'm the one calling signals and throwing the football, just follow me, we'll get there. Sometimes that will do more to elevate a team than anything else.
See if he has that confidence. Complete to Johnston here. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down. He'll look to throw. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 40-yard line. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Pass out left finds Johnston. So they'll get 8 out of that completion. And it's going to be 3rd down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14. Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. They'll try and do this himself. Under pressure and down he goes. Yaya Diaby. In there to drop him for his 11th. The Falcons ready to take over. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. They'll set up to throw. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And not much there at all as he'll get this only up to about the 11. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts. Falcons offense ready to get going to begin this 3rd quarter. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the 3rd quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, you know, let's face it, in the first half, most of them... And it's intercepted.
I just wanted to throw it downfield to get it out of my hands.
And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. But that one is going to sting. First play of the 3rd quarter and a turnover.
And you have to know that at halftime.
Don't worry about it.
Things, unfortunately, continuing to implode.
That's what we're going to do right there. Because I don't like stupid turnovers, bro. Like, this shit is stupid. It was because you do it while you was on the run. You can't throw it on the run.
Atlanta now coming out on the field.
Cause your player's not good. You can't. That's why man is ass now.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And down he goes. A Buccaneer sack. Second and 20.
A 10-yard loss on the play. It's second down.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On the out route, he finds Johnston. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left. They'll set up a throw. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete. It was Levante David. He got the hand in there, knocked that pass away. You look at this defense for Tampa Bay. And right now in the National Football League, they're ranked number 18 against the pass.
And even though that's not the greatest ranking in the world, one thing you can say, they get after the quarterback. They're in the top 10 in the league in sacks.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. The first carry here for Robinson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. He'll drop to throw. We'll get this complete to Charlie Warner. And this is going to lead to another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 27-yard line. Back to throw here. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a 1st. Now back to throw. Over the middle, that's caught by McLeod. That'll give them 8 that time. And they'll be left with 2nd and a couple.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up
back to throw.
At the 4-yard line.
To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Jets are good. He's going to be a very busy guy. 2 catches already in his opening drive, and they were looking his way for a 3rd.
I think they put this defense on notice that could be a really, really frequent combination. Got a man, and he hits him in stride.
What?
Just a gain of a couple there. And that'll bring up 4th down.
Alright, fuck this guy, bro.
Brings up 4th down.
Gang can eat a dick.
They'll run for it with Robinson. And they are going to stop him on 4th and 1 as they'll wind up going backwards. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the 1st down. So for the 2nd time in this one, we get set to see the Falcons offense. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10.
All that fucking work for nothing, bro.
They'll drop to throw. Man open is Robinson. And they're going to have
because
this
they at home, they got home field, they back.
The 45. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Now he'll tuck this and run. Targeting Pitts on the out route, and he's got it complete. Just need a yard here, 2nd and 1. They'll look to throw. That's out wide here for Robinson. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. They'll look to throw again. Now he's going to step up and run. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Who this line is ass?
In there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. They'll look to throw here. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he He's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. Now we're going to get a timeout. Here's we've got an injured Buccaneer. Backed up here. Tough spot. Needing 11 yards to pick up the first. They're going to look to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Fuck
The
this
Bucs
game,
defense
bro.
stiffens and pushes this to fourth down.
Dang.
Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6.
This one just chunking the ball up, to be honest.
Now he'll tuck this and run. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And that's caught inside the 35.
Thank you.
And he's able to get it all the way down to the 20. It's a big play there for Atlanta. 48 yards. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And a dump off here to Robinson. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. And he's had a lot of success throwing the ball here early. You see by the numbers, he's already up over 200 yards passing. 10-3 our score after 1 here on EA Sports. 2 yards to go, 2nd down. 2nd quarter now, Falcon football. As they've got it with a 2nd down and 2 coming up. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up 1st and goal.
A gain of 3 yards. That's another Falcons 1st down. 1st and goal.
They'll run with Robinson. And he's going to ball his way down to about the 1-yard line. A good run, 8 yards there, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal.
Robinson again. And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Bijan Robinson with his 9th. Now the Falcons offense gets ready to head back onto the field. Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time out, Charles. Remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field.
And now off to the races, down the right side. Touchdown, Falcons. Darnell Mooney with touchdown number 8 on the year. Their quarterback leading this offense back out. He's closing in on 300 yards passing already in this first half as he'll take over here on 1st down. He'll look to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Johnston. Only able to gain a couple there. And that will bring up 2nd down.
On the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 43-yard line.
And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. Falcons offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And he's done everything you could have asked for coming in. He's spread it around. He hasn't taken many chances. And he's potentially on his way to a big game throwing the football. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last run, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. Here is 3rd and 5.
5-yard pickup on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And it's a pick six. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. A big play there by the rookie. An interception followed by the return for 6. After a week's worth of preparation, probably not prepared for this. You throw the pick six, and now you're behind the 8 ball here. See if they can rally 1st and 10. After the pick six, they go right back to the air. That one deep for London. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
The coverage by Benjamin Morrison.
He'll look to throw. That's complete to Mooney. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half.
3rd and 1.
A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Intended for Quentin Johnston. Incomplete. It's now 4th.
So we get set to start this 3rd quarter. Here's the Falcons offense now. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the 3rd quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the 2nd half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the 3rd quarter.
He's got another one to Johnston. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
Falcons, first down.
On play action, they'll throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
And now the Commons side, at least on this drive, a momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. And with that catch, he goes over 100 yards receiving on the night.
That's another Falcons, first down. It's a gain of 17.
Again, he'll drop to throw.
And the Falcon, first down.
And this is incomplete. Oh, he looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Right side, he has Johnston. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. Back to throw again. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Falcons first down. At least it appears that way. And he got it by maybe the length of a football.
A gain of 3 on the play. First down, Atlanta.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. 2nd and 10. They'll set up to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
That play call wasn't there for them against that coverage. So they're going to spin the dial now in their playbook and come up with one more shot at the marker to try and keep this series going.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Fuck this one. Can't wait till this shit is over, bro.
The Falcons offense, they get ready to head back out here. And tough to win games if you're going field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now.
Nobody can't never get the fuck open. You're always fucking blitzing.
Way of doing it makes it that much
Like,
harder. Puts more pressure on
ass.
every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score.
I look for about home field advantage and every little bitch.
Back to throw now on
So
first
make
down.
the shit fair.
Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. That's Kalijah Kancey here to get him down.
Fucking video.
Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll set up a throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I can't believe people play this shit in this phone. I just can't. I can't believe it, bro. I just cannot believe it.
Atlanta now coming out on the field. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
And this will be caught by Mooney. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down.
I hope you're allowed to go one season.
The Falcons on 3rd down. Not so hot. 2 for 9 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Finds Johnston. And he is going to have the Falcons first down as they get 5 there on 3rd and 2. The numbers there tell the story. That last completion going to move him up over 400 yards passing now for the game. Middle of the field, it's Robinson. It'll go as a gain of 4. And that's going to bring up 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 6 at their 48-yard line.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Pass out left finds Johnston. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 36.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
It's 2nd down and 10.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He'll let this go for the end zone. And this one incomplete. I couldn't hang on to it in the end zone, and that's one that'll haunt you. And now it brings up 3rd down. He'll drop to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Johnston. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 25-yard line.
Falcons first down. A gain of 11.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
That's complete to the tight end, Werner. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 13-yard line.
And the Falcons first down. A gain of 12.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Now, quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
I know we spent a lot of time talking about how the defensive
Nah, bro. He's just like,
how about a good linebacker?
it doesn't
Feeling
make
the
any
route,
fucking sense.
seeing the quarterback, jumps the play, and knocks it away. Really well done.
Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
A gain of 8 there on the play, and that's going to bring... Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But you also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Here's 2nd and 10. Now back to throw. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And it's a pick 6. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. Here comes the Falcon offense now as they get set to take over here. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick 6 put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across.
I don't even feel about the ball. Yeah, I just feel like we trying to put the ball out there.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And this is caught. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. So they will wave off the flag and let the completion stand.
Really great job by the receiver fighting through all the contact and still coming down with the football. All that great work.
And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Charlie Warner taking it in from a yard out. Well, partner, under the lights in prime time, this offense, they...
The temperature's outside routinely top. Raheem Morris there, Falcons head coach. His team ready for their next possession. They'll search for the first points of this game as they begin the drive on 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's got a man downfield. That's Johnston.
A gain of 24 yards. And the Falcons, 1st down.
He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down. Now the holder of the state rushing record as a prep here in Arizona, it's Bijan Robinson. A terrific run there, all the way down to the 30-yard line. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. He's got this to Bijan Robinson. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
Once the quarterback gets flushed out of the pocket, Mike, he has to make a split-second decision. Does he remain a passer and give his guys time downfield to work open? Or does he turn into a runner, just trying to pick up some positive yards with his legs? I think in this case, the extra time paid off. Remained a passer, found an open target downfield, and he's able to get the ball to him for a nice completion.
That's to the end zone, but it is incomplete. 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 20.
It's a give up the middle to Robinson. And he's able to find a crease, get ahead for 7. He'll bring up 3rd down.
The tackle made at the 12-yard line. That's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 2.
He'll look to throw. Flush to his right. He's got his man. Right side. It's complete. And he's going to have the 1st down. They convert on 3rd, and it sets up a 1st and goal.
First down. First and goal.
Now they'll set up to throw. This one caught at the 4. And they'll get him down right around the 5-yard line. Second and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 5-yard line.
Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. Hit as he throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be 3rd down. Out wide, that's Robinson. To the goal line and in. Bijan Robinson. Touchdown, Atlanta. The Falcons offense ready to take over for their 2nd possession. They lead 7-0 thanks to the touchdown on the opening drive. So try to double up here as they begin this drive 1st and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. Now, deep ball for London. That is knocked away. Incomplete. Good coverage there defensively. All over him. And it'll be 2nd down. He'll drop to throw. Oh, wide open is Johnston. That's complete. And he'll be brought down, but not before they get this all the way up near midfield.
And the Falcons, 1st down.
They'll look to throw. That's caught. It's Charlie Werner, the tight end. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. That'll be caught by the running back Robinson. And he will score! Bijan Robinson. Touchdown, Falcons. Here comes the Atlanta offense now. They get set to take over once more. They've raced out to a 14-0 lead. They've done nothing wrong so far. Back to throw here to begin the drop. Now, deep ball for London. That'll be batted away. Incomplete. Coverage very strong defensively. It's 2nd down.
Coverage by Max Melton.
Here's Robinson. Room to run at the 35. And they'll finally track him down as he takes it up to the 45-yard line. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Out of the gun. He'll throw. He'll take a shot here for the end zone. That one incomplete. The defender right there to make the play. And it's 2nd down.
Incomplete. It leads to 2nd and 10.
A whole lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete. So, after 2 straight incompletions, here's 3rd and 10. And that is incomplete.
Wrong good shit, man.
Incomplete. Will jump.
The Falcons offense getting set to get back to work. They try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10.
Man, 2K, all this shit boys, man.
Blitz coming. He'll throw it. The pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. They'll throw out of the gun. I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a third down.
Playing football, motherfuckers can catch the ball.
A shotgun snap.
The name of the game is catch the fucking ball.
He's going to take a shot down the field. A big connection to flip the field as they get across midfield on that one.
1 yards on the play. And the Falcons first down.
On 1st and 10, they'll set up to throw. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very stout there. And it's going to bring up 2nd down.
Incomplete. It's now 2nd and 10.
On play action, he'll set up to throw. He'll get this out to Algier. And he'll be out of bounds inside the 30-yard line.
13 yards on the play. And the Falcons first down.
They'll look to throw again. He'll go right and find his running back. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. Ball down to the 16-yard line. And it's 1st and 10.
And the Falcons.
In the red zone now. He'll drop to throw. This is caught toward the side of the end zone. Darnell Mooney. Touchdown, Atlanta. Touchdown, number 9. Falcons offense and their quarterback headed out for their next possession. And he's had things all his way in the first half. Those numbers are sensational. And he looks to add to them with another drive here. To the air now on 1st and 10. Throwing right. That's Johnston. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield. Throwing now on 1st and 10. Exiting the pocket right. He's going to run it. And he'll somehow turn this into a net positive. Getting out of bounds after a pickup of a yard. From just across the midfield stripe, here's 2nd down. He'll get this complete left side to Johnston. And they finally catch up with him, but it's a big play, taking it into the red zone.
It's a gain of 30.
So they move inside the 20, 1st and 10 at the 18. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up 2nd down. It is brought in the end zone. Bijan Robinson. Touchdown, Falcons. That's his. The Falcons offense back onto the field for their next possession. They built a nice lead for themselves here. They'll try to add to that, beginning with 1st down. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Now, deep ball for London. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 30-yard line.
The open man is Johnston. He's got it. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 45-yard line.
18.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. Another catch there for Johnston.
Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
And he's going to have the 1st down as he gets out of bounds, and he stopped the clock as well.
First down.
They'll look to throw yet again. On the run to the right. He'll get this one to his safety valve. Complete. Now a timeout. Atlanta. That's their first, as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this 1st half. Back to the air one more time. Back one incomplete. Good job. Textbook there. Separated the man from the ball, and it'll bring up third down.
I'm like, heard and now motherfuckers from push the ball through traffic. Who hits and shit.
He'll look to throw. That one complete to Johnston. Arizona will take its first timeout. Clock will stop. Clock is stopped for 26 seconds until the Falcons offense looking to get back to work as we begin this third quarter. They'll begin with 1st and 10. Now they'll set up to throw. Now, deep ball for London. And that is incomplete.
They're trying to take the top off the defense, make them feel that vertical threat, and soften everything up. Wasn't a ton of separation downfield, at least not what they would have preferred, and ends it up being a wasted down.
And he's out of bounds inside the 45-yard line.
Well, they had such a great first half throwing the football. There's no reason to think, Mike, coming out here for the start of the third, that anything's going to change. He's picked up right where he left off, and the numbers are indicative of just how well he's played.
And here's Bijan. And he finds some space, tackled after a gain of 7 on first down. From the 35, here's 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup brings up
Back to
2nd
throw.
and 3.
Moving to his left. He'll get rid of it and complete it. And they'll pick up the first down, a gain of about 4.
A gain of 4 yards. And the Falcons
He'll drop to throw. That's into the hands of Werner, the tight end. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down. From the 25, here's 2nd and 4. Here's a shot toward the end zone. That is caught. What a throw. Drake London. Touchdown Atlanta.
Touchdown Falcons.
And he continues to remain on fire. That is a rare NFL day. 5 touchdown passes thrown.
And, Mike, at this point, the defense just looks completely lost out there. I mean, they have no answers whatsoever, giving up the 5th touchdown.
Comes the Atlanta offense now. They get set to take over once more. They'll start with great field position, right at midfield with a first down. They run over center with Robinson. And he'll get back to midfield, so no gain on that one. Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. From the 50, he'll set up to throw. He'll check this down to the running back. And they'll take this down inside the 35. The rookie from Tennessee looking sharp with that throw. He gets his guys a first down.
It's a gain of 17 yards. First down, Atlanta.
Now, faking the give. In trouble, and he's going to be taken down. Dante Stills. He gets in for the sack. It took a while, but that is his first on the year. They'll look to throw. For the left side, he gets back to Mooney. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
A gain of 6 yards. And it's
Throwing now on 3rd and long. Now, deep ball for London. And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5.
a gain of
From the 4-yard
36
line,
yards.
trying to punch it in. First down and goal.
First down.
To the end zone. It's intercepted.
So you find yourself entering the red zone. Mike, it's hard to not start envisioning scoring a touchdown. Well, that interception, it changes everything. This is a huge missed opportunity. You have to capitalize and find a way to hit.
The Falcons offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. They've definitely outplayed their opponents to this point in the third quarter. They might be looking to grind out some first downs and chew up some valuable time on the clock. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Down the field, connection made to Mooney. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 40-yard line. A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. That'll be caught by the running back, Robinson. It'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. From the 46-yard line, a second down and 6. He'll be hit as he throws this time, and it's going to fall incomplete. He might be fortunate just to avoid the sack, and it'll set up a third down. Oh, in trouble, and down he goes. Zaven Collins in for the sack. Falcons offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. They'll start out first down and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drive. That is incomplete. No way to force the football in there. Good coverage. It'll bring up second down. Out of the gun, he'll throw. He's got a man downfield. That's Johnston. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. It is a big play there for the Falcons. 31 yards. They'll look to throw here on first down. There's that man again. Another catch. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line. They'll look to throw again. That one incomplete. The defender right there to make the play. And it's second down.
And I think when you look back on the first half, this was an element of the defense that really was missing. There was a lot of open windows, a ton of green grass for the receivers to make uncontested catches. So nice change of pace here. Continue to force the issue and make these guys earn the catch.
It's a loss of a yard.
On third down, they'll set up to throw. And that is incomplete. Bijan Robinson, the intended receiver, out of the backfield. And it's going to bring up the Falcons offense headed back to take over once more. They'll do so with first and 10. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. So, from the 26-yard line, here is second and 5. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force third down. And that is incomplete.
Intended for Darnell Mooney. Incomplete.
The Falcons offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. The advantage is 8. We'll see if they can make this a 2-score game on this drive. First down and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. Forced to his right. Now he'll run. And he's going to be out of bounds, but up past the 35. They get 11 and quickly pick up a first down. So, from the 36, it is first and 10. They'll throw out of the gun. He'll get this complete to his man out of the backfield. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
22 yards. That's another Falcons first down.
On first down, it's Robinson. The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3. From the 38 now, here's second down and 6.
Second and 6.
And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. He didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up third down. That's complete. He's got it to London. And they're going to be set up now as he's brought down at the 5-yard line. It's another big play in a game that's had its share. 33 yards. And that's going to do it. With that last throw, he surpasses Norm Van Brocklin, most passing yards ever in a game. Van Brocklin at 554 over 70 years ago, 1951. Help from the O-line, help from the receivers, an incredible performance, an NFL record set here. Robinson is into the end zone. It's a Falcon touchdown. Everything you want to do right there, Greg. Here comes the Atlanta offense now. They get set to take over once more. They're going to be trying to play keep away in this situation. Use as much clock as possible. Up a couple of scores as they start this drive. 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. No one open. He'll drop it to his running back. He'll take this forward, maybe 2-3 yards, but doesn't matter. We have a flag down, and they're already marching backward. They get the center, David Andrews that time. They'll run with Robinson. He'll get maybe 4 there. He'll bring up second and long.
He was brought down at the 45-yard line. Brings up second down.
Another run here for Robinson. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one. Looks like we have an injured Falcon on this play. You've got to consider this an absolute must-stop defensively. It's third down. And that is incomplete. Contact occurred just as the ball was arriving. There are no flags. So it's a win for the visiting Falcons. They're able to erase the memories from a week ago. A game they really did struggle in. Look like a different group here as they respond with a solid victory.
The Falcons game is over, but his work isn't done yet. After a full season of playing together as a group, it's time to take stock of what this team has become since week 1.